When December rolls around in the Bluegrass, everyone's brain switches to high school basketball. For the next 4 months, fans will crisscross their way across the state to follow their beloved hometown team. Every team's dream in December is to finish the season at Rupp Arena. For Spencer County, that journey begins tonight as top 25 Butler visits Taylorsville in a battle of the Bears. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Taylorsville, Kentucky, on the campus of Spencer County High School, alongside John Hutchins.
Yes, sir.
I am Bo Bruner, and we're here with GHP-SPORTS to bring you another season of Lady Bears basketball. John, our vacation is over.
Yeah. Yep.
We had a couple weeks there after football ended.
We did.
But now it's on to warm gyms, this awesome setup that we have for basketball.
Yeah.
We even have unofficial stat keepers over here.
Yep.
The gang is all back together. I mean, it's like an old Milwaukee commercial. It just doesn't get any better than this.
It really doesn't. I love football, Bo. Everybody knows I love football. But, basketball for me, it's become a really, really close second over these last few years of getting to do this for GHP Sports. Of course, unless we're talking about the Cats anyway when it comes to basketball. And if we are talking about the Cats, then we're a volleyball school, bump, set, spike. We got this. We're going to get it. But I'm happy to be back here in the gym. As you mentioned, the setup we have up here, we tell Charlie every year we want this for football. If we can get this set up for football, that would be great. But sitting back here, best seats in the house, ready to get started.
So we got a lot to get to on, I'll say this, our unsponsored Pregame show. So if there is anybody out there that's looking to support Spencer County Athletics and get your name here on GHP Sports, we're going to do like 30-some games this year, maybe more, time that just in basketball alone. I mean, it's a good way to get the name of your place of business out there. There's several different opportunities, not just the pregame show. So I'm not going to go over all of them, but if you do want to get in on that, reach out to Charlie Titchener.
Yep.
Charlie at greenhill-productions.com.
Yes.
That's greenhill and a dash productions.com. And he'll get you hooked up. But anyway, that's enough of that. On the other side of this break, John, we're going to look at this Spencer County roster this year.
Okay.
A lot of moving, a lot of shaking in this roster, and we're going to take a look at that as we are now about 17 minutes away from tip-off. You're watching Lady Bears basketball on GHP Sports.
The Cooperative Extension Office is here to serve all residents of Spencer County with educational and research-based programs. We offer programs for youth 5 to 18 years old through our 4-H program, where youth can make the best better. We offer free soil testing, and if you love to get your hands dirty, consider becoming a master gardener. We also offer programs for prevention, wellness, and individual family development, or you can check out our homemaker groups. We are located at 100 Oak Tree Way off Highway 44 in Taylorsville, Kentucky. Come in and see us or check us out on our website or Facebook.
At Acadia Counseling, we offer a professional, down-to-earth approach for adults, families, couples, and adolescents who are looking for lasting results in a non-judgmental environment. Located in St. Matthews and offering telehealth straight to your phone or Wi-Fi-enabled smart device, Acadia Counseling offers evening and weekend appointments. Give us a call or schedule from our website and create a brighter future for yourself or a loved one.
Welcome back to Spencer County High School and our pregame show for the first Lady Bears basketball game.
Got the band here tonight.
Got the band here first night. Well, you know, this was actually supposed to be the second night.
Yeah, it was.
Boys game got canceled last night because of snow. And, John, I'm going to take about a 1-minute rant here.
All right. I go get some popcorn or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
I look at these things a little different than everybody else. But anyway, yesterday, school was canceled.
Yep.
I get it. Mm-hmm. John, I went to work yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Some of us did.
Yeah.
But yesterday at 5 o'clock in the morning, the roads were horrible.
They were.
And school should have been canceled, without a doubt. But this whole idea of people saying that just because school was canceled, there shouldn't be a game is the biggest bunch of hogwash I've ever heard in my life.
Okay.
If the game was at 7 o'clock yesterday morning, I 100% agree with you.
Yeah.
But the game was at 7 o'clock last night. The roads were fine. I'm sure there was places where it was still bad. And coming to the game is a choice.
It is.
It's not, so I just...
Well, especially
they should have played last night.
Especially when you can stay at home with the fine commentating from GHP-SPORTS and watch the game. I mean, but I'm with you. It's the fact that you and I were talking about this earlier today at work. I was there. So
today.
And so you and I talking about this earlier, and you'd brought up a great point in the fact that and we're not talking about Spencer County players when we talk about this.
Right.
We're talking about there are players at other schools, whether it be basketball, whether it be football, whether it be any type of sport at all, that sport is the only thing keeping them in that building. The fact that there's student athletes that really would probably likely be somewhere else if it wasn't for being able to play sports. And so I know it's just one night, just one game, but when you start to make that a pattern.
Whether people agree with that or not, that's the truth.
That is the truth. And so you end up having people not being able, players not being able to be involved, not being able to do something, and it's what they love. And it's what they want to do. And I understand, when you say student athlete, student comes first. But, again, that's not the reality for everybody. And so, considering the fact that, like you said, the roads are fine, let's let them play. Let them do their thing. Now, of course, this wasn't just a decision made by Spencer County High School or the coaches at Spencer County High School. I imagine the traveling coaches probably had a better say about it than what the home coaches did. But still, it's an opportunity to where these kids can be in the gym doing what they love and keeping them involved in school. And, of course, you have to maintain a certain grade point average to even play. And so it gives them a motivation to be in that classroom and to perform. So
now that that's over with and we've run everybody off.
Let's
go on to our look over the roster. Spencer County Lady Bears this year, John. They're going to be very young.
Yep.
There's 2 seniors on the roster, 1 junior, 5 sophomores, and 2 freshmen. Extremely young lineup. Probably the youngest lineup Coach Howie's had in his tenure here. The one thing you don't want to hear as the season begins, John, is a team that's got to deal with injuries.
Yeah.
And the Lady Bears are already dealing with that. One of their 2 seniors, Braylon Cundiff, tore a knee ligament over the summer for the second time in 2 years. And it looks like she's out for the season, but I will say this. It's her senior year.
Yeah.
I know how bad that kid wants to be out there on the floor. I wouldn't put it by her to try to get back. But, we don't know about those things, and we'll just have to see what the future holds. And then you got sophomore Brenna Keefe, and Coach Howie told me she led the team in scoring over the summer when they played in her summer leagues. And she missed most of fall practice, had an arm issue. I think she had surgery on that arm, but she had an arm issue, and she was working her way back into the rotation. Then a couple weeks ago, John, me and you went over to Bullitt East and watched them scrimmage Valley, and she took a pretty hard fall.
She did.
Over there at Bullitt East, and sprang her wrist evidently really bad, and so she is out, and they are hopeful. They hope to get her back right after Christmas break. So after the injuries, you look at the lineup. The Lady Bears have 1 returning starter. That is junior Lily Hughes. She averaged 7 points, 6 rebounds a game last year. She's worked extremely hard, John, on her game over the summer, improving her outside shot, which we saw on showcasing that scrimmage.
We did.
And then you got 2 others that return that's got multiple years of varsity experience. The other senior, Gracie Brown, she'll be counted on to lock down the middle. And, she's going to have size on most of the people that she plays against this year. And, when it comes to an inside game, when you talk about Spencer County and the inside game, Gracie Brown's name is going to be mentioned in that. You got sophomore Cassie Scott. She returns, and she'll be the starting point guard this year and be the main ball handler. Offensively, John, this team is going to have to limit turnovers and get into half-court sets.
Yep.
And a lot of that's going to fall on Cassie's shoulders. And then after them, Spencer County is going to depend on a group of girls that have very little or no varsity experience at all. You got the twins, Brooke and Brenna Keefe. They did play last year. Remy Briggs and Kara Cornell. They're all sophomores. They're all going to play a huge role on this team this year. And it's going to be a process to get them up to speed, but they're all extremely talented. And this team probably has more offensive-minded players on it than Coach Howie has had in a while, but they're young.
Yep.
So it's going to take some patience to get them up to speed. And then the freshman, Gracie Stickdorn, who played a little bit. She's about halfway through the year. She joined the varsity last year. And Elizabeth Porlier will be counted on in sub-roles to spell the guard. So that's your lineup this year. Again, we're going to say it over and over and over as the course of the year goes along. Extremely young. Yep. Only 2 seniors, and one of those are out. So you're really looking at a lineup that's got 1 senior, 1 junior, 5 sophomores, and 2 freshmen.
Well, and you're looking at a lineup who you're having to replace and fill some pretty big shoes. Last year, graduating Ava Rocky, Kayla Basham, and Holly Johnson from this team, all 3 in the starting lineup, all 3 with major roles, whether it would be down underneath with Holly Johnson, being able to work the rebounds, get the underneath shots, whether it was Ava, where she was able to hit those corner threes, or it was Kayla Basham just playing point guard. Those are all critical positions that Coach Howie is going to have to try to find some way to fill with those voids this year. The Lady Bears, we do have a few, though, that you mentioned that have seen a lot of minutes. Gracie Brown, Lily Hughes, and Cassie Scott. Those 3 themselves, that's got to be the core if you're Coach Howie. That's got to be the ones that you're looking at to lead this team this year. But after that, Bo, it kind of falls off when it comes to that experience level. And so, you hear the phrase all the time, a baptism by fire. Well, for some of these girls, that's what they're going to see this year. That's what they're going to see early. You talk about a top 25 team here tonight with Butler. This is a baptism by fire for those girls, and how they respond and how they react is going to be huge. Now, I will admit, I was thrilled with what we saw from the JV leading up to this. The JV team actually beating Butler 34-28. And so some of that kind of gives me a little bit of hope of what we might see out of this varsity team as well against Butler. But there's going to be a lot to be seen. And sometimes, Bo, that baptism by fire, sometimes it can be your best friend.
So we're going to take one more quick break on our pregame show. When we return, we'll learn about these Butler Bearettes as we are now about 6 minutes away from tip-off. You're watching Lady Bears basketball on GHP Sports.
For over a century, the People's Bank has been assisting our community with their financial needs. The key to that success has been the close connections we have made with the people in the community we serve. Come in today at our main office located in historic downtown Taylorsville at 23 West Main Street, or at our branch located at 5511 Taylorsville Road in Fisherville, and see how we